In this lesson, we're going to discover how to explain where something is in relation to something else. In Japanese, we start with the location. In this case, what I mean is, in English, if we say in the box, the location will be the box. On the table, the location would be the table. No means that the position is relative to that. For example, in the box, in Japanese becomes box no in. It's almost like saying the in of the box. Later on, we'll put the object at the end of the sentence to see how a whole sentence works. So to simplify that explanation, we have an English expression such as on the desk. To explain the structure, we'll use the desk as the location and on as the relative position. Under the chair, we'll use the chair as the location and under as the relative position. So that explains how the Japanese break up the location and describe the relative position of the object they're talking about. Let me explain that with some simple structures. For example, in our first picture here, we have an abacus on the desk. The desk is the location. In Japanese, we say tsukue, tsukue. So we need to say no because it's of the desk we're talking about. Tsukue no. Ue is the Japanese word for on or above. Tsukue no ue ni, on the desk. Tsukue no ue ni, on the desk. An abacus is a soroban. Soroban. And to say there is an abacus, we simply say soroban ga arimasu. Arimasu meaning there is or there are. So our whole sentence becomes tsukue no ue ni, on the desk. Soroban ga arimasu. There is an abacus. Another example would be tsukue no ue ni, on the desk, tokei ga arimasu. So any object you have on the desk can take the place of tokei, and you can describe that there is a book on the desk or a pen on the desk, etc. There's a clock on the desk. Tsukue no ue ni, on the desk, tokei ga arimasu. There's a clock. Tokei. I remember the word for clock from tick-tock, tokei. Clock. This time we're going to be talking about the flower as the location, because we've actually got a butterfly landing on the flower. Hana no ue ni, on top of the flower. Hana no ue ni. Cho, being a butterfly. Cho ga imasu. Imasu because it's a living animal or creature, and therefore takes imasu. Hana no ue ni, on top of the flower. Cho ga imasu. There's a butterfly. The bed is the location and under is the relative position. Beddo no shita ni. Shita meaning under. Beddo no shita ni guitar ga arimasu. There is a guitar under the bed. Beddo no shita ni guitar ga arimasu. Often in Japan, the children do their homework at the kotatsu. The kotatsu is often in a tatami room with tatami matting, and often you'll sit on zabuton. Zabuton are the cushions. In this case, this student has left their books under the zabuton. Zabuton no shita ni. Under the zabuton, under the cushion. Hon ga arimasu. There are books. Zabuton no shita ni. Under the cushion. Hon ga arimasu. There are books. Shita, meaning under. So let's have a look at some summary of other expressions for position. The location can be filled in with whatever is in that location. No ue ni, on top of. No shita ni, under. No mae ni means in front of, like the girl is in front of the house. No mae ni, uchi no mae ni, in front of the house. Onna ga imasu, there's a girl. No ushiro ni, behind. Ki no ushiro ni, kitsune ga imasu. There are foxes behind a tree. Ki no ushiro ni, behind. Naka, in or inside. Hako, meaning box. Hako no naka ni inu ga imasu. Hako no naka ni inu ga imasu. There's a dog in the box. No soto ni, outside. No soto ni. Mado is a window. Mado no soto ni, outside the window. Mado no soto ni yuki ga arimasu. There is snow outside the window. Yuki, snow. Mado no soto ni, outside the window. No migi ni is on the right-hand side. Iriguchi no migi ni, on the right-hand side of the entrance. Jidou hanbaiki ga arimasu. Jidou hanbaiki being a automatic vending machine. Jidou hanbaiki. Iriguchi no migi ni, on the right-hand side of the entrance. Hidari means the left. Konbini no hidari ni, on the left-hand side of the convenience store. Konbini no hidari ni toire ga arimasu. And Japanese use the Western version of word toire for a public toilet. Toire ga arimasu. Konbini no hidari ni toire ga arimasu. So you can put locations and places simply by using those positions as explained in the sentences. The last one, no mukou ni, means on the other side of. And in this picture, on the other side of the river, there's some foxes. River being kawa. Kawa no mukou ni, on the other side of the river. Kawa no mukou ni kitsune ga imasu. Kitsune ga imasu. There are foxes on the other side of the river. Mukou ni, the other side of.